Marvel Studios is back at it again, and this time with Agatha, House of Harkness. Fourth phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe began with the introduction of Hahn's nosy neighbor in WandaVision, previously known as Agnes. Despite the fact that almost every Marvel fan predicted that Agatha Harkness reveal, the character was one of the best portions of Marvel's debut Disney Plus show. The conclusion of WandaVision made it plain that Marvel Studios intended to continue Agatha Harkness's MCU tale in some fashion. For a few weeks, rumors about a spin-off program featuring Hahn swirled before Marvel made the announcement official. Despite the fact that WandaVision's Schaeffer's Agatha, House of Harkness, is now officially in development, information on the show remains mostly unknown. The title of the episode is the only genuine indicator as to how Agatha's story will progress. While it may not appear to be particularly informative at first look, Agatha, House of Harkness's title may feature multiple revelations upon closer inspection. What we know from comics. While we don't know what Marvel's cooking, we certainly know that Agatha would be shown in a different light as opposed to how she was portrayed in the original comic. The first takeaway from the title, Agatha, House of Harkness, might be the show's investigation into Agatha's origins and the original Harkness Coven. WandaVision briefly depicted Agatha's origins during the Salem witch trials, as well as how she was almost killed by other witches. This included Agatha's mother, Eva Nora Harkness, the chief of Agatha's original coven. Agatha eventually drained the other witches' magical abilities and killed them all. However, she must have spent several years in the 1600s with this gang of witches. Agatha, House of Harkness might delve into this period of her life and rebrand the Salem Coven as the first House of Harkness. Marvel Studios has previously demonstrated its ability to successfully de-age Kathryn Hahn to seem like a younger Agatha. Having a chunk of House of Harkness flesh out her upbringing, specifically Agatha's bond with her witch mother, would be an excellent opportunity to do so. What the spin-off could look like. Agatha's spin-off show could revolve around her reimagining the House of Harkness as well as a return to the original House of Harkness. There are nearly 300 years of her life in the MCU that have yet to be explored. Agatha, House of Harkness can reveal what she was up to at the time, which might include starting her own coven. This would be a fascinating piece of Agatha's past to reveal, as it could indicate that she has taught younger witches evil magic who are now related to the House of Harkness. These new recruits could be the ones that travel to Westview to free Agatha from the enchantment Scarlet Witch imposed on her at the end of WandaVision. A whole new universe in the wizard world. A title of Agatha, House of Harkness, whether it refers to one or both of these hypotheses, lends the show a strong Harry Potter flavor. In the popular wizard franchise, the four magical houses of Hogwarts are Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. House Harkness would most likely be a darker group of witches due to their use of evil magic, but it may also allow Marvel to build new magical houses through the MCU. This may entail Scarlet Witch establishing her own school, or Strange Academy being established following Doctor Strange's arrival in the multiverse of madness. In each of these approaches, Agatha, House of Harkness might play a significant role in developing the MCU's magical universe.